The benefits of creating a basement space are that you can add so much more additional volume to where you live. You think of so many houses where you can't necessarily build any higher or any wider, and you can always look at the option of going down. In the past, we imagined basement spaces, or cellars if you like, being little dingy rooms, where actually it can be a whole floor. You can go down 2 levels, 3 levels if you wanted to. I mean, if you really wanted to push the boat out. And there's also the opportunity to actually go out under your garden space as well. So when you look at a plan of your house sitting on its plot, there's no limits to how far you can go with the basement, really. I think it's really important for people to understand that the technology has just moved on so much. You know, how we build these basements, how they're waterproofed, how the spaces are created, how you can get natural light down into those spaces as well. And let's face it, light is everything when it comes to the quality of your house. And what I like about really beautiful basements that have been designed very, very well is they feel actually quite intimate and beautiful spaces to be in. You know, they're slightly cooler because you're insulated by the ground that's around you. They're a lot quieter because you're not getting noise booming through big windows up at the upper level. And it feels just a little bit cozier and a little bit safer, to be honest. And I think if you make them into beautiful, light, bright environments, they can completely transform the way you live. Now look at my family. I've got 3 young kids and they're getting bigger every day. And I can see already that if I don't do the basement, my house is not going to be big enough in 3 or 4 years' time. It's not. You know, they're going to want drum kits, they're going to want more storage, they're going to want more wardrobe space. When my daughter gets to 12, 13, she's going to want a wardrobe the size of this room. And I know that if I don't do the basement, I'm going to have to move. And actually I resent doing that. I resent paying out stamp duty, legal fees, giving lots of cash to the Chancellor for nothing in return. It's a waste of money. Stay where you are, put that investment money that you might have into the place that you've got and make your house into a beautiful home. And that basement, honestly, will change the way we live in that house forever. I think when it comes to building a basement, you don't want to take any risks with a company that's inexperienced and doesn't have a long-term track record. It's like a team of miners going under your house, digging out the soil and putting new foundations under your building. You don't want to take a risk with that. And I think London Basement, without a doubt, are the best company in their field, I feel. I mean, that's why I came to them to do work on my property, because they've got long-term experience. They've developed the technology in lots of ways. They haven't just inherited it from somewhere else. They'll deal with your planning application. They'll deal with everything. So from the point that you pick up a phone and say, I'd like to have a basement, please, they'll visit site. They'll come up with a design to suit the way that you live, the way that your family really wants to be in that house. They've got all the expertise of building, whether it's a swimming pool in your basement, whether it's an audio-visual room, whether it's more bedrooms, whether it's kitchens, whether it's extra bathrooms. They can cover all of that. And I think anyone that you speak to who's used London Basement Company always say they're efficient, they're professional, they're clean and tidy, they always clean up at the end of the day. All those little simple things that make a massive difference to doing any building work on your house.